girl.
Hi. How are you doing, Shirley? Good afternoon.
Am wonderful.
Good. All right, we're going to take our crunched up little heart and make it whole again.
Here we go.
All right. Sisters, sharing our heart with you.
Oh, thank you for joining us today.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. How are you?
We're so
I'm kind of
excited.
caught up here. Get my shawl where it should be. All right. Well, we have some exciting things to share.
Yeah.
And it's all about health.
Yes.
And what the Lord was kind of showing me, which He's just so good to kind of like explain things, you know?
Yeah.
And He talked about it's not only your health, it's self-care and safe self-care and spiritual care.
Sure.
He gave me another dimension of this whole thing about, you know, us being safe and making your body, because it's body, soul, and spirit.
Yeah.
So you got to feed your spirit to make your soul, your emotions, be good, so that your body can be healthy, right?
Yeah.
And if you're
All
in
works
that,
together,
yeah,
doesn't it?
and if you're in that place where you're feeling kind of, you'll get out of it if you just do these things. I promise you. So the Lord took me to several scriptures. So I am going to go to the first one, which is Psalms 30, and it's verse 2. It says, O Lord my God, I cried unto you, and thou hast healed me. So there's times in our lives where we go through things, just like what we've been going through, and we just cried out to God.
Yes.
People gained weight, people got stressed, people got sick, and a lot of things happened, you know. So God says, cry out to me.
Yes.
Cry out to me, and I will help you. I will heal you. Then He took me to Proverbs 4:23. And it says, keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. So in other words, God wants us to be diligent. Don't you think, Shirley?
Yes.
Yes. He wants us to be diligent. He wants us to be diligent in what we put in our bodies, what we put on our bodies, what we are doing when we're out there in the sunshine. You know, He wants us to be healthy because He created us. Sin came in the world and diseases came in the world because of it, but we can overcome it by doing natural things and by eating healthy and exercising. So the next one was Proverbs 17:22. Okay, this one I love because it's sometimes hard for me to do when I've got so much happening, but it's one I need to read when I'm going through it. And it says, a merry heart doth good, like medicine, but a broken spirit drieth the bones. So in other words, when you're in something and you're struggling, you know, call a friend, or if you're thinking about someone, call them.
Right.
Check up on them, okay? Especially since there's been a lot of quarantines throughout the year and a half, because when a person hears another person's voice on their line and they're laughing or they're like, "Are you okay? I love you," it makes it merry, makes your heart merry. It makes
for a long time.
Yeah.
Really. A
It
card,
does.
sending cards to somebody.
Oh,
they see it every day.
Yes, they do.
Yes, and it reminds them.
Letter writing and card writing,
Yes.
I 100% agree.
Yes.
Excuse me. So it's really important that when we get discouraged or depression tries to hit us or loneliness tries to hit us, that we do something. We do something about it. We either read the good book. That should be number one.
Right.
And number two is have a good cup of tea, coffee, with a wonderful magazine.
Turn some praise music
Go
on.
outside. Yeah, turn praise music on.
Yes.
And I garden.
Yes.
And I have chickens and I have cats and dogs. So
Woohoo!
they kind of keep me going. Okay?
Right?
I'm not saying you should get that, but those are some of the things that help me to keep my heart merry. Okay, and then Jeremiah 30:17. And it says, "For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds."
That was the verse I had, too.
Says
Yes.
the Lord,
Very
because
good.
they called thee an outcast, saying, "This is Zion, whom no man seeketh after." Well, guess what? God seeks after you. He says, "I want to restore your health." Okay, here you got this book called the Bible, and people think there's just not really anything to it. Some people do. Look what it's telling you. It's telling you how to be healthy.
Yeah.
Okay? And how you can be healed.
Yes.
And sometimes healing is a process.
Yes.
Sometimes we have to repent of past things. Sometimes we have to
might have put it underneath your hair.
Okay,
that'll
do that.
Hold it.
That'll hold it. There you go.
There you go. I'll fix you up, girl.
I know, thanks. Shirley, you're always there for me, girl. And it's like, wow, Lord, you're going to heal my wounds and you're going to restore my health.
Yes.
That's a promise from the Lord. He doesn't say things and say, well, maybe, if you're good or if it is. So he also took me to Romans 12:1. "I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service." What does that mean? Lord, help me. What does that mean? Well, it says, God has tremendous amount of mercies, tremendous amount of grace. Every morning when Moses took the Israelites out of Egypt, manna was there. He provided food.
Yes.
And water.
Yes.
For quite a few millions, I think.
Even a lot of quail.
And a lot of, God provided what was necessary and what was so good for the body.
Yeah.
Right? So if we seek the face of the Lord, He will show us how to eat, what to eat, when to eat,
right?
How much to eat.
Right.
If we listen, we have to discipline ourselves. It's called discipline. And if we make a mistake, God forgive me, help me to, or get someone to help you. Many years ago, I had many diseases, 20 years ago, and I was very sick. I met a gentleman that he was a Christian, but he was a nutritionist, a licensed nutritionist, and he took a year with me, and I had gone to food for emotional comfort, and I got addicted to Dr. Pepper.
Oof.
And I'm telling you, it's probably one of the worst things I ever did to my body, because it took 3 weeks to get off it. It was like I was an addict.
Wow.
And I had migraines. I mean, it was crazy. And I remember calling him up saying, "I can't do this. I'm going to die." And he goes, "If you don't do this, you will die." Okay, I think he made better sense than I made better sense, right? It's like, okay, all right. So I went on this regimen of just eating whole foods.
Yes.
And stuff that didn't have any sugar in it, just raw honey, and just really ate healthy, really good. Now, reeling forward, I kept it off for many years, and just recently, probably last 5 years, because of some very emotional stresses and losing 2 loved ones, and a lot of emotional thing was going on, and the Lord was speaking to my heart, but I think during that time, the stress hormone got really released. So I gained about 30 pounds back of what I've lost. I had lost 80.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I said, Lord, I can't, no. So I began to start doing things. I built up inflammation in the joints. I'm 67. I'll be 68 in November. So I'm wanting to reverse my age. But, And I think we can keep healthy as we age.
Yes.
We can be strong. So there are stretches you can do to strengthen your muscles to keep yourself strong. There's also exercises to do with food. And that is smaller portions. Push you back from the table.
Yes.
Push-ups. And anyway, I've been also taking some things, and I'll share that with you in a little bit, that has helped my joints. And you know, I was in a severe auto accident in 2014, which triggered arthritis, which literally ate my bones away and my hip. So unfortunately, I had to have a hip replacement. And my mobility is probably 80%. But I am determined. I set up a little gym in my garage.
There you go.
So I can do things to strengthen my muscles.
Yeah.
So I'm working on that, okay? But God has given us the ability to eat well. Well, you can plant your own garden.
Right.
Find out
I love your yard. Oh my goodness, all the fruit trees.
I bought this for my son, so he already planted fruit trees. So I have
beautiful
fruit. I have, and it's all organic. I have chickens, so I have eggs.
There you go.
So I wish I had a milk cow, but anyway, you can find places if you do research about where the soil is healthy.
Yes.
And they don't use pesticides and things like that, so you can eat a little healthier.
Yes.
And so God has really shown me that. So then he showed me about spiritual care. Okay? Now that one was really interesting. So he took me to, where are we back here? Ephesians. I was right at it. Ephesians 6:13. And it says, therefore, take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and have done all to stand. Lord, how does that have to do with being healthy? Well, your spiritual life needs to be healthy too, because we're three parts: body, soul, and spirit, right? So you take care of your body, but you got to take care of your spirit.
Yeah.
When you take care of your spirit and your body, then your soul is happy, or it can deal with things better. Right. Yeah. So I was going, okay, I got to learn to keep my arm on.
Yes.
Let's praise
armor up every day, right?
You know, shod my feet. You know, a helmet.
Helmet of salvation.
Salvation.
Right.
You know, I mean, the whole nine, the sword. I mean, the whole 9 yards of it. You know, and it's like, okay, God, I get it.
Every day.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. It's just like, okay, Lord. So then he took me to back to Romans 12, but he took me to the verse 2. He says, and be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what that is good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Wow. Okay, so this is spiritual care. I'm living in this world, but I'm not of this world. I'm passing through.
Yes. Yay.
Okay? We're passing through.
Yes.
And in passing through, we have to live through. So we're put here, and we're living through this time, but we have a home that we're going to eventually. So while we're here, we don't conform to the things of this world. The Lord was showing me this morning, actually, how we need to be really, really careful what we involve ourselves with, what we listen to, you know, all the different things that are going on. Because I tell you, it's a day of darkness, but the light is shining on it if you ask the Lord. And you do that by reading the Word and eating healthy and exercising, getting the right oxygen, keeps your mind healthy, your brain oxidated and healthy, okay? So then you're able to see and hear things clear. And when your prayer life is good, you're able to hear too what's going on. So it's like, okay, Lord, there's another one for spiritual care. And then he took me to, go all the way back here, 1 John 4:1. I love it when he just gives you a bunch of scriptures. It says, "Beloved, believe not every spirit."
Right?
Okay. But try the spirits whether they are of God, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Whoa. Okay, in these days, last days that we are living, that I believe we're living in, by the signs that we see and the time and just what we see happening, there's a lot of people speaking.
Oh, yes.
And they're speaking all kinds of stuff. So you have to say, okay, Lord, is this of you, or is this propaganda, or is this is someone off? Lord, show me.
Right.
So you have to be spiritually healthy in the Word, reading the Word, talking to God. So I was like, wow, Lord. And then he took me to Ecclesiastes. I could almost say it. Ecclesiastes. Get that out. No, that's Jeremiah. Here we go. All right, Ecclesiastes 4, 19? No, 9. Sorry. 2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their labor. I'm going, Lord, what does that have to do with anything? Well, 2
right?
are better than 1 because together God shows us things and we're able to share it with you and let you know just how important you are to the Lord and to give you a word of encouragement. So it's better to, and I know Shirley has a partner that they read the Bible together. What an incredible incentive, because you're accountable.
Yes.
I go to Bible studies where I know I got to get my lessons done, and it's important. So that's spiritual care.
Sure.
So, 2 is better than 1. Okay? So the Lord has been showing me it's very important. Excuse me. It's very, very, very important that we have good health, especially, like I said, the day we're living in. And I have grandchildren. You have grandchildren.
Yes.
And I want to be able to be active and to keep going forward. Our body needs to be healthy. Our spirit, I thought that was so interesting. The Lord dropped that in my spirit this morning. You need to have spiritual care too.
Right.
It's not just, and see, the body affects the spirit and the soul.
Yeah.
And if one is misfiring,
it
doesn't run right. Just like in a vehicle. If that spark plug is not right on, it's going to misfire. So it's really important that we glean from these things from the Lord when He shows us. And here I was busy preparing today, fixing a lunch and cleaning my house, but I stopped and just took time and prayed and took time to just reflect, Lord, what do you want to show us, And it just really blessed me how the Lord just started dropping things into my heart. And I got so much done. And I just think, God, you are so faithful. Isn't He, Shirley?
So amazing.
So He was really showing me it's the entire body. So after the car accident, I started getting this inflammation. Now, I've traveled worldwide for 20 years, pretty much. I've been all over the world doing short-term mission trips and working with medical teams. So I have been exposed to all kinds of stuff. But I've been healthy for the most part. But just recently, in the last, I don't know, I had something flare up in 2003 from some bug bites I got in Peru, up the Amazon River.
Wow.
Never could figure it out. So I just started juicing, and I started feeling better. So reel forward, and now we're 2021. Whoa, that's a long time ago I was there. And I started been acting in the last 3 years, mostly year and a half, really bad, inflammation again. And they still can't figure out what it is. So I said, Lord, show me what to do.
Yeah.
So I have just recently started a regimen with Pernandum. And I've got some other ones that are coming, so there'll be 3 of them that I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, I'll be sure about that.
Yes, yeah, Shirley can elaborate on that. And I believe that this is going to help me tremendously. I do take Neo 40, which is a nitric acid formula, which is, it's supposed to help your heart circulatory system. It's all natural, and I did a lot of research on it. And then I just was having trouble with my digestive system, and I started taking magnesium. Okay, and water. Amazing, amazing. Just totally just help. When I travel, I do Arbonne, and I also do the Emergency C. We don't seem to have it in here. And I'm telling you that has really kept me out of being sick.
Good.
And it's funny because it was a teacher that designed this, Arbonne. It was a teacher that created it.
Wow.
And it's got all the vitamins and minerals and all that kind of stuff. And then I do take, extra vitamin C. I try to go outside and work to get my natural vitamin D.
Yeah.
You go to the beach.
Yeah.
All the time. And God is just really good. I try to take a liquid vitamin along with it. But one of the things that helps me is I've taken stuff, this is called De-Stress by Beautiful Me. And it's an ointment that is natural. And I will put that on, and that will really help with the pain that gets inflicted on my body at times. And then our dear friend, Vanessa Leon, she is actually going to school to become a aromatherapist.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's correct the way I'm saying it.
That's correct.
And she has made me, she sells jewelry too, sand and stones, but she made me some stuff called Sleepy. And I'm not going to put that on now.
It's like no.
Yeah. I don't want to fall asleep on you. Anyway, if you
is
just
it a roll-on or
it's a roll-on.
Nice.
Which is really nice. And you just, put it.
Yeah.
And it does wonder. And then I do have some stuff for pain, or like I get stress, anxiety. Same thing. It's a roll-on. So and Vanessa makes that too. So
that's awesome.
It's really wonderful when you know someone who's doing stuff with natural oils that help your body.
Yes.
They really do help your body. And I'm just really blessed with that because it does help me do that. And then I just recently, Vanessa again got me onto organic turmeric tea with meadowsweet and ginger. If you do your research, you will find that these people that get this tea, they are from other countries that have very healthy soil. And they pick the best. And I am already feeling, now it's a cloudy, rainy day, and I am already feeling a tinge of relief.
Good.
So I know it's working. And I know Shirley will share this with you, but she has some of the most amazing hot honey. Okay? And I won't elaborate on it because she can do that.
You saw it there.
I did. I had some too, and I forgot to bring it out. But it helps me. I put it in my tea. So anything spicy like that is so good to kill them bugs and get you healthy. So all in all, I feel very blessed that I'm getting my health back again. And I will get stronger and go on hikes with my grandkids, and I will achieve this. You just have to set it forth. So
I love it.
I
love it. Thank you for sharing.
All right, you're welcome.
Oh my goodness. I wrote all my notes down so I wouldn't forget anything. So we're not going to talk about all of our big, huge, long list of things that we've experienced because it's very long and would take up the whole show. We're more interested in sharing what God has brought us to bring us back to health. He's designed our body to heal itself, right?
Yes, he has.
We just have to put the right things in it to
Yeah.
heal. So we're so grateful to God. God is our great physician. So it's always Him that we call on. And in my life, my twin brother and I were born sick. So we have asthma and poor immune systems. He had so many allergies to everything. We were sickly little kids. I was anemic. I mean, a whole lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So it just started out bad from the very the very start. It wasn't into my 30s when everything really started hitting autoimmune issues and it became very, very difficult. But that's when I realized that I couldn't do the surgeries or the medications or the immunizations. They somehow triggered my body. My body doesn't receive
same way with me with the immunizations.
Okay.
Yeah.
My body does not receive anything that's not natural. It only receives natural for some reason. So, which is probably a good thing if you think about it. But I had to learn. I didn't realize what was going on. But every time I would have another C-section, I was down for the count. I felt worse and triggered my autoimmune with all the medicines they give you because I realized at that time I can't take any of that. So, starting in my 30s, I had to start researching natural because I knew that would be the way that I would get my health back.
Right.
So 30 years later, I have a lot of knowledge because I've been searching, I've been praying. God, give me knowledge and understanding. Give me your wisdom and your discernment.
Yeah.
Show me the people that can help bring life
get you
back.
healthy again.
Right?
Yeah. Yes.
And the things that I need to do for my body to bring it back to health. And He has. It's a process, just like you said.
Oh, sure.
It does not happen overnight.
No, it does not.
And so I'm patient. I know it's going to take time, but I am in for the long haul.
Yep.
Because I want to have wellness.
Yes.
I feel like God has promised us abundance in our life.
Yes.
And abundance is not only in our spiritual walk with Him, but it is in our physical as well.
Absolutely.
Because if I'm laying in bed depressed and I just have no energy, how am I to do all that He's calling me to do from my bed with, how depressed you get when you're just knocked down like that.
Right.
And I would just keep calling out, Lord, please show me what to do. Show me what to do. So I think that He has been so faithful to bring me into the right groups, give me the right information. I learned back when I was in 2012, when I was 54, and I was probably at my worst. I could tell, well, I don't want to go into all of it, but I could tell my body was slowly shutting down.
Yeah.
And it was a lot. It was a lot to deal with. That's when I heard about activators. Activators are a completely different category than supplements. They are something that goes into your cell and actually activates different pathways in your cell. So I share with everybody that wants to do natural. I share about Protandim. This is an NRF2 activator, and that takes oxidative stress out of your body, which is an overabundance of free radicals. It takes out all of the impurities, like our bodies are bombarded with toxins, and so it helps remove the toxins. It takes out reduces the inflammation, and it also gets your own immune system, your own antioxidants that your body makes. It makes them, activates them and makes them do their job. So glutathione is your master antioxidant that your body makes, glutathione. And it raises it 300%.
Wow.
And everybody that's sick is low in glutathione. They have oxidative stress and inflammation. And that's like the root cause of all of it. So when you do this, it reduces all the intensity of all the issues.
Wow.
So we are on the National Institute of Health. I think we have 28, I believe, peer-reviewed published studies on this.
Wow.
Protandim. So if you go onto PubMed.gov and type in Protandim, you will see all the things that it does. If you go on the National Institute of Health and type in NRF2, you will see all the benefits that happen when you activate NRF2 in your body and your cells. It just helps bring your body back into balance. The company I'm with, I've been with them since 2012. They put out NRF1. It's another Protandim. And NRF1 is a pathway in your cell that deals with your mitochondria, which is the energy part of your cell. Yes, the energy for your organs to function properly. It's amazing. And your brain to function.
I didn't know that.
Amazing. And I just added it on because the company only had this at the very beginning, and then they made their cream form. That's all the 2 products when I started in 2012. This is Protandim in a cream form, so it's working outside in, inside out. And this is absolutely amazing. Absolutely. It's called anti-aging, skincare. It's true science, but it is more than.
Is that what you put on my back when it was hurting?
No, no, but this does help with they'll put it on arthritis and stuff. We can't make any claims or anything. But NAD is the last product that they came up with, and that does another whole host of beautiful things in your body, trying to get out toxins, and it just is the third pathway in your cells. It does a lot. So you will have to go on in National Institute of Health and research NRF2. Put that in your search bar, NRF1 and NAD, and it'll show you by activating those pathways in your cell how that is beneficial to your body.
Well, I'm going to be starting that soon.
Yes.
They're shipping mine out to me soon.
Oh,
I'm really excited to just get rid of all this joint pain and
the brain.
Get energy.
My brain is so much better.
And my brain opened up again.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So anyway, the products, the reason I wanted to go, I was searching so desperately for the root cause, is because I had a whole table full of supplements.
Yeah.
Homeopathic and herbs and just tons of stuff on my table, and it was wonderful, but I wasn't getting better because I had so many things wrong with me.
Right.
So I was really wanting to downsize and find something that would deal with all of the issues, and I did. God brought me. I prayed and prayed and prayed. God brought me to this, and so I replaced everything. I got rid of everything I was using and started that.
Wow.
It was like amazing how much better I felt with just that one. Less is more. Less is more. I'm like, yes. So anyway, just getting a chance to get balance back in your cells, and it gives your body a chance to go to work in other ways.
Right.
And you reduce the inflammation and the oxidative stress in your body. They also brought out ProBio, and that also has Wellmune in it for your immune system. My immune system was horrible. I was always sick. So your gut is considered your second brain. So if your gut is unhealthy, your brain is not functioning the best it can be. So this is coated. It goes all the way down into your gut and then releases. It doesn't get eaten up in your stomach, which most of the probiotics out there on the shelves, they don't make it where they're trying to get to. This has been fabulous for me. So I don't have my gallbladder anymore. I lost it in my 40s. That is another issue. If I wouldn't have known what I know now, I would have done things differently. Don't let them take all your organs out and try to replace them with other things. I feel like God's given us our organs for a reason. All of them.
That's true.
Even the ones they don't understand yet. And we have to protect our organs and
Yes,
find
we
out
do.
how to keep them healthy. That's our job, to make sure we're keeping ourselves healthy inside. So that's been beautiful. But they came out with also the omegas, heart and brain, for your heart and brain. A good omega is absolutely necessary. The ones on the shelves, if you can bite into these. I gave you one to test.
Yeah, you did.
And you bite into it. It tastes citrusy. It's very, very fresh. If you can't do that in the omegas that are on the shelves, I can guarantee you can't bite into them because they will taste very fishy. But if they're very, very fresh, you can. So I love our stuff. We just also, I think my heart is because I lost both of my sister-in-laws at an early age. One was 30, Raquel was 30, and Jessica was almost 47. So my heart became extra sensitive to people that have not only parents dying, but sisters and brothers and children, and so my heart's always been to reach out to whoever wants to hear. I know some people just want to do the doctors and the medicines and all that, and that's fine. I only try to reach out to people that would like to hear, because of all that it's done for me. I can't not share people. Right. That just would not be my heart to just keep it to myself. Exactly. If I can help somebody else. I'm also extra sensitive to people in their 30s because that's when all my issues started, and I have a lot of friends. All the issues started in their 30s. We start aging in age 20, actually. But for some reason, I don't know if it's with all the kids, coming, and you're young mom. I'm telling you, a lot of people start with health issues in their 30s. So if I can save those young people from what I had to go through, if there's a way to do that, I'm all about it. I really want to help people. So they just recently, I haven't even had a chance to research it, but they just started a skincare line. I don't think I realized how important the skin is, but that's your largest organ.
Yeah.
Anything you put on your skin is going to absorb into your body. So you really have to think about that, because there's a lot of products out there that are really nice smelling, but they're very toxic to your body. So our company just put out a new skin care line. I mean, I've been using the facial regimen for a long time, but I've only gotten to try just 2 things so far. I have not had to even gotten to open the other ones. So they have a deodorant, which I'm so excited about, because breast cancer comes from putting lots of toxins in that area with your lymph nodes right there, and getting something that is actually beneficial and helpful,
natural,
that goes in deodorant. And then this is what I put on your back.
Oh, awesome.
It's a true science, but it's a body rub, and her back was hurting, and people have arthritis. I have some arthritis in my knees. I rub it on. I have injuries down my whole spine from being an athlete. So I'm so happy they came out with this. I've been waiting and waiting. Thank you, Jesus. So I think for me, I found out another confirmation when we went to South Africa. I don't take medications, but for South Africa, because our daughter was pregnant, we felt maybe I should go ahead and do the immunizations and the medicines, just to make sure I didn't bring back anything. Well, that was confirmation that's a no-go for me. It dropped me back down. This was in 3 years ago. It was another confirmation that my body will not receive fake stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So, because of that combination of taking the immunizations and the medications, flying on a plane for I don't know how many hours overnight, couldn't get up. People were sleeping. It was an overnight thing. People had half their body hanging in the IU, couldn't get up and walk. Anyway, I swelled up. I didn't even know I had swelling problems.
Wow.
I did not know, or I would have bought
When you
those
travel
socks.
that long, yeah, when you travel that long.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I was swollen the whole time, the 3 weeks we were in South Africa, and then when I returned,
that's miserable.
I didn't know what to do though. When I returned, I couldn't get that to go back down. I couldn't do it.
Wow.
It didn't go back down, and I think I just triggered with all the meds and immunizations. I triggered something in my body that was very unhappy. The next thing. It took me several months, and my friend, I kept praying and praying. I did get some dandelion tea, and that helps works your kidneys and takes the water out of your body. That's a natural thing. But my girlfriend called me up, and she knew I was struggling and with my circulation and getting the water off, and so she introduced me to the Beamer, and I'll put some information at the end of this. It comes with like a big, huge mat that you lay on. It's got a pad, which I use on my neck and shoulders, which I have a lot of struggle. You can use it over your heart, and you can use your liver and down your spine for all your organs. It's got a spot if you have like a knee issue. Put it on my knee, or under a foot issue. What it does, it's actually a medical device that is in the frequency of healing. So you think about it, your microwave, your computer, your just the 5G, all of these things are out there. They are not in healing frequency.
Oh yeah.
They are harmful to our bodies.
Yeah.
That's why they say stay away from this and that.
Yeah.
Stay, hold your phone out. So this is in the frequency of healing. That's why we all feel so good when we go to the beach, because now our feet are on the sand, and in the water, and we get that healing frequency that comes from the earth, that God's designed that way. So that was definitely a godsend. I actually went to a wellness coach, and he's the one that did the treatments on me. It was twice a week, and it brought all the swelling back down.
Oh wow!
Because my circulation started working again.
Working on its own.
Yes, it started. It really, really helped.
Wow.
But because I have so many old injuries from being an athlete, his comment to me was, you rather than coming twice a week, you really need to be doing this twice a day for yourself.
Oh
wow!
Twice a day.
Because I had so many issues. He couldn't even do it in a session because I have so many things going on. I know my list is very long. I'm not kidding you, but and he said you might consider buying it for yourself. Now it's a hefty price. I'm just gonna say, but I thought about it, and I said, if I live another 30 years, if I'm on this earth another 30 years, this is actually an investment.
Right, because think about what a hospital stay is.
Right? And I don't plan to be in the hospital
Me neither.
Do doctors and all that anymore. I want to find things that are going to help my body heal itself.
Right.
And to bring circulation back to your body so that it's actually working.
Right.
I put it over my head, just to help work my anxiety out a little bit and calm me down. It actually brings energy to your body. But for me, because I'm so, hyper and, my mind is overactive, hyperdrive all the time, it actually brings calmness over me, and I relax. And sometimes when I've been going, because I'm doing 2 to 3 times more than I used to do when I was sick. So I am gone a lot,
A lot.
and busy. But when I lay down and do a beamer, it makes me relax and actually just like fall asleep.
Oh, wow.
I know it has that reaction,
I'm
but
coming
when I
over
get
to your
up,
house.
I know, right? But when I get up, I feel good. I feel really
I
good
feel
because
energized.
the job of the beamer is to bring circulation back into your body, to open up all the areas that aren't
Right.
open, to bring nourishment from all the things you're taking
Yes.
to wherever it needs to go, right?
Yeah.
It's you can take all the
It all
supplements
works
in the
together,
world, but if they're not getting to where they need to go to,
Yeah.
then it's kind of like, wow, you're spending a lot of money for not
what?
much, right?
Yeah.
So that was huge for me. The combination of what God's brought me with this, and I just ordered a battery too, so I can, like, if I go traveling now, I can do battery and I can put it on,
Oh, nice.
down my spine or something, or on wherever I need it, my sciatica or whatever,
Oh, that's nice.
to help with traveling, and take it on the plane if I need to, if I have a long trip now. So that's beautiful. I'm so excited
Very
about
nice.
that. So I'm thinking about, I'm just working on my old injuries right now. I am thinking about quality of life and vitality. That's my
Yes.
big thing. I don't necessarily need to live forever on this earth. I don't want to live, forever on this earth. But the time I have here, I want quality of life.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want to have vitality. I don't think it's, for me, being as active as I am in my mind and in my body, I am it's very difficult for me to lay around or sit around.
Yeah.
I just can't do that.
Well, me either. Even when I'm hurting and I'm feeling bad, I've got to be doing
exactly
something productive.
Right. We want to be alive.
Yeah.
Not just, sort of.
Well, I was raised a farm girl.
Right?
So
Yeah.
I know how to work hard, and
Yeah.
I don't want it to quit. You take a little bit longer now.
Yeah.
And you slow down a little bit, but
right. But we're gonna gracefully
still
grow.
be active.
So I just wrote down, highlighted several things that I do. The walk with God. Sandy covered that beautifully, but just how important our spiritual walk is, and that's the main thing we have to focus on. I swim laps and do pool exercises. I can't run anymore on land, but I can run in the pool, and I run forward, backward, and sideways. And
That's
then
good.
and then I swim laps, and because of how many injuries I have to do like one length of the crawl, and then one length of the backstroke, and then one breast, and then one elementary back or something. I have to switch it up because otherwise I agitate all my injuries. Yeah. So, and stretching is like key, very key. As we grow older, we need to stretch out, get a good stretching program.
Well, I think it helps us with our balance.
Everything.
Because I've noticed my balance has been off this last 6 months.
Mm.
And and I need to stretch more.
We do. The breathing too.
Yes.
Huge.
Yeah.
Big deep breaths.
Yeah.
It gives oxygen all over the place. Quality time with family and friends is so important. Whole foods, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
Yes, if you can plant your own garden, do it. Do it. Healthy drinks. I wrote down my healthy drinks. I do Kangen water, which makes your body more alkaline, so it's not so acidic. I do filtered water, regular. I do cranberry juice from Trader Joe's. It's all cranberry juice, and then I add their little some stevia in it. You just put this much in your glass, fill it up with filtered water and some stevia, and drink that. Because I used to have a million bladder infections all the time.
Yeah.
And that took care of that. I love my lemon cleanse.
Yes.
Lemons, my hot honey, hot water.
Ooh, I love that hot honey.
Yes, and some stevia to sweeten it, or honey, or regular honey. I love my lemon cleanse. Healthy teas. I do lots of healing teas, like your turmeric, and lots of them with stevia or honey. I do protein smoothies. Lots of stuff with collagen and beet powder.
Dark greens and stuff.
Yep. Yummy. Oh, and my Axio. My favorite beverage of the day is my Axio, and that comes from the company I go to too. But yes, Axio. So that's brain food. That's an NRF2 activator as well, and it's your beverage. This is my favorite one. It's passion. Let's see, it's dragon fruit. Dragon fruit's my favorite. So I love that, and I drink that every day. Sometimes I have two.
Wow.
You know, it just, when I get on the freeway, it just brings calmness. Clarity and calmness, and that's what Shirley needs.
I need it too.
All right.
I need it too, girl.
Oh my goodness. So, you know, I have a Revitive, and that's for put your feet on, and it does the little kind of like the TENS units, what the chiropractors use, but it kind of brings circulation to your feet. I just do that while I'm sitting at the, sometimes when I'm sitting and watching television. I have a Hypervolt that my friend got me, and I call it a jackhammer because my deep muscles don't break up and loosen up. They're just, everything tightens up in me. So I jackhammer it out sometimes. It's funny. It hurt. I mean, it hurts, but it feels good right after.
It's a good hurt, huh?
It's a good hurt. Yeah. Air purifiers. I do have 2 at home because I'm allergic to smoke and all the fires when it happens here in California. So I think air purifiers are like, you should all have one.
Yes.
Because you don't know.
I need to
You
get one.
don't know
Yeah.
what's going to happen. My apple cider vinegar. Oh man, a swig of this. Any digestion, or if my heart starts palpitating or I get a little sore throat, bam, I just take a swig.
My mom and
My tonic,
grandparents, yeah.
I'm
They knew
telling
what they
you.
were doing.
Apple cider vinegar, Bragg's apple cider vinegar. Yes, my friend. Yes, this is my hot water bottle. I know, now I'm telling my age here. I got it at CVS. I'm telling you. When I sit down to watch a show at night, I put a little bit of cold water in there. I can't put boiling water in here, but I make it nice and hot, and I put it wherever, like my neck, if I've been doing too much.
Right.
Or my lower
Your
back. Oh, my friend.
Yes.
I
Love
love it.
that old hot water bottle.
I love it. So, what I want to say, what my challenge is to you, as we consider all the things we can do for ourselves, is to get around people that have some knowledge.
Yeah.
Because I know the medications are more like Band-Aids. They're more to get you through whatever you're dealing with.
Yeah.
They don't help you heal, is the problem. And then you have to take more medications to, for all the side effects. And, they have my brother up to 17.
Wow.
And he's only done the doctor's route. And I kept saying, Steve, get off your medications. You're going to feel better. You're going to have your life back.
Yeah.
Finally, he started hearing me. Finally, he's starting to eat better. Finally, he's starting to get out of bed and take walks. He's up to 3.5 miles.
Oh, that's wonderful.
He rides his bike now again. But he was very sick. But he got off most of his medicines. I said, go to all your specialists, ask them, can I get off of some of these medicines? 17. I mean, that's a lot.
Terrible.
It's horrible. And all those toxins are in your
Well,
body.
your body can't assimilate it. It
No.
can't. Your organs
cannot assimilate
No.
that.
No.
It's just poison to your body. So you will feel better if you can go to your doctors and say, tell me what I can get off of. Minimal amounts. And maybe I don't take any. I won't take any. I will find something natural. Just tell me what's wrong with me, and then I will go research it, and I will find my friends that will help me get this through. The challenge is what you put inside your body going to help your body.
Yep.
Okay? You ask yourself the question, is what you put on your skin going to help your skin and your body, because it's absorbing into your body? Is what you put in your mind and in your heart going to feed your soul?
Whew.
Right?
That's the spiritual care.
Yes. And you have to think about these questions. And are the activities in your life going to give you quality of life? So there's a lot of things we can be doing in our life, but is it going to give you that quality of life, that abundant life that you're searching for?
You're seeking.
Right. So that's our challenge. We just wanted to share what God has done in our life.
Yes.
It's been instrumental in bringing us from going down.
Yeah.
Now we're both going up, and we're excited to see what God is doing in our lives, because He's got big plans for us, and we got to
Yes.
be on top of things.
Yes,
We
healthy
gotta,
all the way
yes,
around.
all the way around.
Body, soul, and
Right.
mind.
Yep, mind and spirit. Yeah,
Spirit.
absolutely. So we want to say thank you for joining us today.
Yes,
I hope
thank
this is
you.
helpful. And reach out to us, and I will tell you one thing about the Beamer I didn't tell you. If you choose to get a Beamer for yourself, you have to go through training. There's a 2-day training, and you should look for somebody in your area that's actually doing Beamers. Like I went to the wellness coach, and he taught me so much more, because you can hurt yourself. It's a medical device. You want to know how to use it
Properly.
properly.
Yes.
Because I help my friends and family with it as well. So please do not just buy it and then just figure it out on your own.
Right, exactly.
Go to training and find somebody in your area that does the Beamer, that has knowledge. We don't want to just jump into everything, just start taking everything, using everything without knowledge.
Yeah, you have to research it yourself.
Yes. So that was my one thing I had to tell you. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. God bless
you. God bless.
Take care.
Take care.